Hi everyone. So, how do I run Linux games? As a matter of fact, you can run Linux games. That's not the issue. I think nowadays there's a lot of um, let's say disinformation out there that Linux and gaming is not the best thing. Everything is a shamble. It's not as good as you think. Well, here's the blunt thing that I could, you know, tell you directly. It seems that nowadays a lot of the companies of gaming, they are doing a very consistent and coordinated effort to make sure that people can't game on Linux. And if you're catched uh, playing on Linux, then you'll immediately get banned. If I didn't know any better, I think there are larger interests here in corporations that are actively pushing for people not to switch to Linux. Why? Because gaming, it is a reality. Now, the best thing about it is that Valve, which runs Steam Store, developed Steam OS and it started to implement this compatibility layer. So basically, to run almost any game from Windows in Linux with Steam, you just open your Steam, you go to settings and go directly to compatibility mode and enable this compatibility mode. Then it will require for you to restart the Steam Play. What this does, it says here, you can use this Proton engine. You can choose any kind of version you want. It's either the Proton experimental, the latest version all the time, or you can use different versions. For example, G Proton 9, 16, or whatever latest version it is there, or simply Proton experimental. In my case, I also have this package, which is Proton KQS. It's provided by the operating system that I'm running, which is KQS Linux. If I am to open the terminal, oops, it's no problem. Terminal, not this one. You can see here in my terminal that it says it's KQS Linux and also shows parts of my configuration what I have in my machine, including the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060. Yes, the drivers comes with the operating system. The KQS team did a very amazing job to install this for you out of the box. So basically, I'm running this operating system. I don't need anything. I just install it, and it automatically, installed also Steam and anything else you required, and it can game very easily. So it's not a lie. It's true and it's working, right? Okay, so that's with the compatibility mode. Now, there are some tools which I use. For example, in my case, is Proton Plus. This tool, it's a compatibility engine tool. So basically, as you can see here, I have Steam, Lutris, Bottles, and Heroic, which I'll show you that there's some software you would need to use to run different kind of games within Linux. So for Steam, you can see here it has a lot of engines, like Lux Torpeda. If you want, you can download this engine and install it and see if it works any better than the Proton engine. Other parts, as you can see here, I have Proton 20 as well. The latest version, I have also Proton 16. And I can configure this for the Steam to tell him I need you to run different kind of engines. I can do the same thing for Lutris as well, which is another game management tool. For Bottles, which again, it's another tool that I'm using. I can also run software, not only games, and also Heroic Game Launcher, which I'll show you in a moment as well. So this tool, it's something we have to install on Linux. The best way to install it, if you go to Store and you just search for Proton Plus, and you'll find it. There's also this version with Proton AppQt. You can install this one as well, and then you can select pretty much in the same direction. So as you can see here, I have something for Lutris or for Steam, and I can say what do I have this installed. I have the version 20 and 16. Currently, they're not used because I haven't selected from the Steam itself, but it does pretty much the same thing. So in this way, you would run the Windows games in a compatibility mode that Linux can understand and run for you. Would you lose anything like quality in graphics or speed or anything? No, that's something that Steam managed to fix properly for many years now. And whatever experience I have in Windows in general, I have the same in Linux as well, and sometimes even better in terms of performance. So as telling you about this other software I'm using, Heroic Game Launcher. Now the Heroic Game Launcher, it's another tool manager for managing my games. Basically, I can install them and play them, uninstall them, whatever I need to do. Yeah, you noticed I have Cyberpunk and many other games that you would use to play on Windows, including The Witcher as well. So if this, it's coming from a GOG account, what I am doing is, you see here on stores, you have a GOG store, you have Prime Gaming if you have, but you need to log in as well. I don't have that, so I don't need to do it. You also have Epic Store, which is pretty much the same direction. So it's a good way of playing your games. So you just log into those stores if you have them, like Epic Store or Prime Gaming, and then you just install the games from there and run it. But literally, it's as simple as that. So that's what I have done similarly here with a GOG account, which I'm already logged in, and I can see my stuff in here, like the account. You see my games. I have 42 games. I can see them here. I can either install it from here or from the library, as I've showed you before, which you can access as well, because he reads from all of your accounts if you're logged in, and then it's easier management. And that's, I can really appreciate that. They have also a Discord channel, which you can join, and people are helping you there to understand better how the tool works, if you have some problems and so forth. So I strongly recommend you should use this tool as well. Cool. Another tool, as I was telling you, it's Lutris, right? So I'm just going to move to the other screen. Now Lutris is this one, Lutris, right? It's here, which I have already opened as this one. But you also notice Ubisoft Connect. Guess what? You can play Ubisoft games as well. So what Lutris does is pretty much the same thing. You see, you have some stores like GOG, Epic Games, EA Games, Ubisoft Connect in my case, and also Steam. So you can connect through Lutris as well to those. I don't need to do this for Steam because Steam works by default on Linux. But how about Ubisoft Connect? That's exactly what happened here. So I'm running this right now. If you go to games, you see I have already installed this. Now you just play this, you start it, and then it runs an engines behind to emulate whatever things is necessary for this application to work and simulate some kind of a Windows environment. And after that, you just install this game, whatever you want. I have Outlaws, which I have played. I have Assassin's Creed, Valhalla, which I have played as well. You just test it to see if it works. I'll do some real recordings with some games in the next videos, I'll install most of these games, and I'll show you, hey, this is actually working. It's not a fantasy that people came up with and say, oh, I know it's not working. I had problems. Granted, there are many Linux variations out there, and some of them might have problems. But I will be making another video, and I'll show you exactly which versions of Linux to install that are specifically good for gaming. Because nowadays you can game on Linux without any kind of issues, really. I find it, or let me put it this way, because some people are like, yeah, but Apex and maybe others. Okay, then if you really must play games which they are very toxic against, a community like Linux, then stay on Windows. But you have to own that perspective and realize that maybe you are also part of the problem. Why I'm saying this? I don't want you to get upset with me because I'm openly saying this, but you have to see a bit beyond certain aspects. But then this is a very long topic, and I'll touch on this at some point in time. And it will make sense to why I'd rather prefer not to play certain games than just check it and say, I have no choice. I need to go there. Why? I will have a choice. That's not the problem. So anyway, that's how you kind of play games and you do things around Linux. So just to recap, you have this part with Steam. You have Steam, settings, compatibility mode, renting compatibility mode, the games run. That's it. Not a problem. You have Proton Plus, as I said. Proton Plus. Use this tool, and then you're set to play. That's it. Games are running. That's no problem. Also, if you search on Steam, you'll see sometimes that some of the games, like for example, you see here on this corner, it says this one runs on Windows and Mac. Some of them, you see like the SteamOS, this is compatible out of the box. It was made specifically for this. While these ones, you may need to run it like I showed you in compatibility mode, and they'll still run. But I see there are more and more developers who are starting to listen to people, and they're starting to produce Linux games. And you might wonder, yeah, but there are so many, Linux games as well. Look, SteamOS plus Linux. Get a load of this. There you go, Factorio, which is out of the box, works on Linux. Last for Dead works. Project Zomboid works on Linux, out of the box. Nothing specific you need to do. So it's very easy to do these kind of things. But then you will get back to what I've told you a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, but then why Apex refused to do so, or other companies, they refused to go on Linux? Do you think that was a problem for them not to make these engines compatible? Because it's not very difficult, really. There's another issue that has to do with their partnership with Microsoft and Windows. But as I said, it's another topic. I'm just here to show you that things do actually work on Linux. So shut up and run a game. Yeah, that's no problem. I can run this game. I've showed it in the other two previous videos. So it's actually working. There's no problem. And I'm running on Linux. So that's what I said. It's running on compatibility mode. I have no problem. This game works. Log in. And it's so well done. I can immediately enter into the game, and I think I did say something which I found all the time very amazing. I want you to look at this properly. You see here 12 gigabytes of RAM out of 33 gigabytes while running a game, recording a video, and presenting you many other stuff, because you see I also record. So when is the last time you've seen this in Windows? Pretty much next to never. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for joining. And I'll see you guys in the next demo videos. Actually, we're going to play more and more games, install and see what we have. But before that, I said I'll just make those videos with what kind of a Linux you should run for gaming. Thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next ones.